request. So what I need you to do then is if you have somebody who's a no-show that we were expecting, I need you to be pretty immediate in your inquiry about them, about whether, were they ill, why are they not there? And then if you know for some reason they've changed their mind, you need to let me know so that I don't deliver materials to them. Mm-hmm. There's a brief window of time where I can retract them, but not if they open them. Once they open them, I can't take them away from them. So it's amazing. I have to say, it makes me a little crabby, some people who will open them and then they have no intention of remaining. It's like, well, you've sort of taken that from us.
Yeah, that's just,
or we're like, oh yeah, well, we're dropping, and then, but you open your materials. Oh, well, but we would have that with physical materials too. They would.
Tawni, I'm gonna just tape a little bit of this for Molly, so you don't have to take every word. So, but
I'm not taking every word.
I missed the beginning, but anyway, so just I'm gonna say it again.
So I don't have to
attendance. Make sure.
Right, make sure that first
if they don't come the first week,
that you follow up right away and let me know if they, particularly, I don't need to know if they were sick. I just need to know if they've decided not to attend. Mm-hmm. So then theoretically by Friday or Saturday next week, I will be delivering materials. So I need to know that as soon as possible. Then after that, then we deliver the week before. So typically they have a chance then to have the materials the week before so they can start learning the music and things like that. Mm-hmm. So same thing, like if you're hearing rumbles of, we were just doing this for a month, but now we're going to go on and try dance. Same thing, try to let me know that before it's the next time to deliver materials so that they don't get them when they basically aren't, they shouldn't receive them.
And just logistically as a team too, I know Lisa often helped me with this, but in your own planning, let's help me keep that week 3 in mind, because a lot of times we scrambled on week 3 to remember that the next unit is coming the next week. So let's make sure we get those signs out, we use the signs so they know what's coming up and that we're preparing, because I think that when we're talking about stepping into singing, I think that's one way that if we started to kind of get them in the habit of transitioning in week 3 and listening to their new music over time, I think would be good.
Well, and it's impetus to stay. It's dangling the carrot as well, saying, well, you have to, because then you'll miss what's coming next. So we talked a little bit.
Hang on, before you say that, since you talked about attendance week 1, can we just talk about attendance in general?
Sure.
So just reviewing that policy, and for Molly's benefit too, that someone tell us the attendance policy, kind of in terms of follow-up with customer procedure. Yeah.
Email first week if they're not there. Email again or phone call if you can. A phone call. Tell Katie and Tawni after week 2. After week 3, freak out.
Well, yeah, and the point is that by the 3rd consecutive absence, somebody else needs to follow up. So, and I think just also push to really try to get a hold of them after the first week. I don't know, a lot of people this summer when we were talking at conference and different people, there are a lot of people that are still, making phone calls, and even though people don't answer them a lot, I do think it's meaningful that I got a call from Barbara Bruno. So I think that personal connection is great, which I know takes organizational time, which is
I had a little different idea this year for that.
Oh, good. Tell us.
So last year I had trouble getting people to sign up for Remind. This year, I think I told you guys, I went ahead and just put their numbers in. Like I went on to my attendance chart on Jackrabbit, and if there was a phone number, I stuck it into Remind, and if there was an email, I put in there. I have not had a single person not sign up, so I've had every single person now is in Remind. Ooh. And they are now attached through that on their cell phone, technically. So I feel like in this day and age, and I know we had kind of talked about texting last year, but I didn't necessarily want to use like my phone number, but I feel like if I use it through Remind, it's more of a professional, way of contact, because they accepted the invitation to have that as a point of contact. So
I'm not quite understanding.
So I'm saying if they're absent.
I understand, but go back to the process for the Remind.
It's how we used to do it.
Yeah.
You have to enter them. You invite them.
Yeah.
But how did you invite them, through
You
email?
put their phone number on the
No, I
Remind
understand
website.
how she did
Yes.
it, but I'm not understanding how that's different from the way we did it before.
That is how we did it. But when
Yes.
we first used it, you put everybody's phone numbers in it.
So how did
did
we do it last year then?
Now,
Now we send them a code.
Now there was like
Oh.
the
join text
put
this
this code
to me,
in.
and then
I didn't send anybody a code. I literally just put their
them all
stuff
in.
in, and then it sent them a text saying, "Would you like to join Remind Miss Brianna's invitation or whatever?" And they all pressed accept, and I got
nice.
a thing on my phone through Remind saying so and so has joined this
Right.
class.
Right.
I just followed up. Like I had almost all my families on
Yeah.
that, but I had to be diligent about
persistent.
Yeah.
going into Remind and checking. Okay, Shelly hasn't signed up. Angela
Yeah.
hasn't signed up. Hey, Shelly, here's the code.
Yeah.
Can you go to your phone right now?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do it the first week. Just saying.
Yeah. No, I think what
I'm gonna wait till week 2 to ask people to put up my little piece of
Right.
paper with the
Right,
code.
your
I just
signs.
feel that
Yeah.
there's
I didn't mean to get off
Too
topic.
much
I just
going
meant for the
on.
absence
Right.
things.
So,
I
yeah,
think
so,
that
so yeah, so
I
you
agree
email
with
is
Brianna. I think
helpful,
that's
but I
awesome.
think reaching out through Remind is even more useful just because
they don't read
It-
their email.
it's yeah
The
they
email's
don't
archaic.
exactly, so that it goes to their phone and they can write me back right away saying
missed you.
sorry we had the stomach flu this week or whatever it was.
But
Right.
don't you? I felt last year like most people, honestly, like in the young child is different, but like in the
Yeah.
other classes, I felt like most people emailed me before I could
Yeah.
even email them.
Yeah.
Like,
There was a lot
sorry,
of
we missed
families
class
like that.
today.
Yeah.
So and so was sick. You know, I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I wonder how much of that though is because they know
You-
they're going to be getting that
Right,
email.
and
if
because
they-
Yeah.
That's
tell
what I'm
them
saying.
the
I
first
think
Yeah,
it'll
that's
help
true. They're, like,
you-
expecting
yeah,
it.
I
And
think
we
that-
tell them the first week, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm gonna be following up. Let me know. You know, don't come if you're sick.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You can make up a class, but don't share that yet with them about making up the class and scheduling it themselves.
Right. Yeah, and Remind really just, and I think it's a wonderful tool. You can use it for all sorts of things too. If there's something you're supposed to bring in class, or remember, there used to be like in Laugh and Learn, there was homework where you had to bring things all
Well,
the
young
time.
child, there's
Right, so that
Still,
sort of
yeah.
thing. But definitely, any parent who's sitting at work and trying to decide, I wonder if we have class today because snow is forecasted, then the Remind becomes a great tool. And I think you can say that. I know it seems maybe silly, but come winter when you're wondering, how do
Yeah.
I find out if there's class? If you're signed up for Remind,
yeah,
you'll know.
and there's more in the fridge.
Oh, there
there's
is.
skim milk in the fridge. That's I think.
And
The whole milk's
Tawni,
I had decaf.
that was awesome that you reminded
there's another
us to
decaf there.
do that
You can have
early.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something that maybe we should put on the master calendar to add to Trello, or so that when Grace and I do the master calendar, like we could say in August week 3.
Right now,
I'm gonna
because
put it
since you
right
can see your rosters, that was easy because like you can already start to see
now.
who's
Used to
in
be
your
you couldn't
class.
see 'em, yeah.
Now you can do that on your own.
I'm gonna put
Now, of course, if
Forgot
somebody
I had
moves
this.
from one class to the next, because we have some fluidity, then you have to, I almost think that maybe that sign that you have,
The one that you did up.
right, that, that then that's something maybe you put up all the time by your chart, so that people who move are like, oh, well, I was signed up for Miss Lisa's Remind on
That's very
Tuesdays.
true.
But now I'm in this class on Wednesday, and something like a cancellation is no longer pertinent because maybe they're going to get the Tuesday cancellation reminder, but they're in a Wednesday class now.
Yes. That's,
So or just have it up there, and then you might have to occasionally have to say, hey, if you've switched class, this is the code for this room.
Or to just keep it on our clipboard.
Yeah.
I don't know that it has to be posted so much as we have easy access to it.
Yeah, yeah.
right.
So anyway,
I do have an attendance question about Jackrabbit. So if we're taking attendance on Jackrabbit and we mark them absent and we write a note, is that something you can see
on my side,
on your side?
You mean if we send them a note?
So when you mark someone absent, you have the option of making a comment.
Right.
So like that's where I would put, Mom emailed, child was sick.
oh,
Like
yeah.
the note you would have put in Trello.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right.
And so I was putting those there.
Okay. And can we see those afterwards also once you put it in?
Well, see that, I don't know how to go back unless you go back to the date. And that's why I wanted to talk a little bit more about how we track attendance.
Yeah,
Because it's easy to see on Trello and go back and see
Yeah,
the
that's-
history.
that's an important conversation. Let's just have it right now.
But I thought we weren't sure.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, we haven't really landed there. I mean, I was trying to save double work, obviously,
Yeah.
and so let's just to play.
Do we know if Jackrabbit has like a? Because we don't know until it becomes active next week.
Right, to use it.
Is there? Does it show you like what your absences were? Like, you know how Trello has the check mark where it
Yeah,
says
I don't think it
9 out of
does.
9
I mean,
or whatever.
Angela's used it, and I
Yeah,
used it.
right.
It doesn't
No.
do that. Okay.
So there's no
I mean, you can-
history.
No, not that I can see.
So the only history you would have would be on your print roster.
Right. I mean, you could recreate it, I presume, by going back to each individual day, but you can't just easily see it at a glance.
But like now we can't go back because you've archived the class, so you can't go back over this summer and.
Right.
Mm.
Right. I could unarchive it.
But yeah, well, I mean,
So I think I have something where I can see absences.
oh yeah, show me that.
I'm looking, 2 to 3 absences in the last 14 days, 4 plus absent. Whoop, don't do that. My computer's not.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
cool. 'Cause that's one thing I would like to know. Like I would like I loved that in Trello. I would snoop on everybody's boards and just like if we started having a conversation about someone not coming or something, then I would snoop to just look what their attendance history was on your lists. And I
It
love.
looks like administratively, I don't have anything there because of course no one's been absent yet, but
Right.
it does look like I can bring up,
How do you do that?
it's on the home screen.
Where?
Where on the home screen?
Mhm.
There's a list that says alerts, wait lists, incomplete time entries. Do you see that?
So home family home.
No,
oh,
just home. There's a little picture that looks like a house, and then it says home next to it above families.
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that,
Mhm. Oh, I see. 2 to
and
3
you're on the executive
absences.
dashboard.
Yeah. Oh, I never even went to that dashboard.
Very handy.
3 scheduled trials, 7 birthdays, 1 birthday not active, 4 plus absences in the last 30 days. Okay. Well, that right there tells me we have to take attendance on Jackrabbit. I mean, I was just thinking, do we have to take attendance on? Yeah, we have to
On Trello.
on Jackrabbit.
Oh
We
yeah.
have to, because I was thinking, well, if we're gonna set it up on, so now then
So
the
we
next.
don't have to put. So you can see the note, Tawni.
I don't know because I don't have it. Like there's no
Can you
activity.
go back to one of my archived classes though and look?
Uh,
Because I did that this summer. I would keep my notes there. I didn't keep a Trello board this summer.
come on. It's very slow.
Yeah, because it would be nice if we could track it and only have to do attendance on one spot, not Trello and Jackrabbit. Just do it on Jackrabbit.
Well,
Let's see.
yeah, like we didn't used to have anything but paper, you know.
Yeah,
Like that's all we had, but
I went back to your Away We Go, Angela, and I can see that on June 5th, Drew Dawson and Maggie Dawson were absent, and on June 12th, Ada was absent.
Okay. And
So-
can you see the comments at all?
No.
Okay.
I just, if I click on them, let's see if I click on one absence, let's see what. I see a note that they did a makeup at 6:15. Was that
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
but
and
is the
then
question though, could Angela see it?
I don't.
Yeah.
I know I can't see it currently. I can't go back to it. And well, hang on. Let me see if I go back to that day.
I was gonna say if you write the date into the calendar, I wonder if it'll.
So that was 6/5/18
But then I would have to know which day and
was, yeah.
when they made it
Oh,
up, where
right.
they missed it.
So did you keep no paper this summer?
I kept paper. I did not keep Trello.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be fine. Trello and
We
piece of
can do
paper
a-
and Jackrabbit.
I kept mine in Excel last year.
Oh, I know you did. Yes, she's
So then I
missed.
could
broader
see
range
who
of
moved
dates.
and what day they
Could you-
moved.
Because you couldn't see it on Jackrabbit.
It's
you
a
said that was
single
why.
date.
see, because I would love it if you
And
could
I
do
can
like
do
the
it on
whole month
Trello,
of
too.
June and then